Hey everyone, this is Chaos Cross of Old School Studios here for the next episode of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. In the last episode, we finally went through all of the Cinnabar Mansion and beat the 7th gym leader, Blaine. And in this episode, we're going to go ahead and go on back to Viridian City to go against the final gym leader. Before we did that, I'm going to go ahead and explain what I was doing before this episode. So I wanted to go ahead and transfer some Pokemon over from older games so I could get our Pokedex looking a little better than the 68 entrants. And I'm going to show you the one Pokemon I was able to transfer. A shiny Abra. By the way, yeah, not much different, but it looks pretty cool. Yeah, I got it from Pokemon Go 3 years ago, apparently. Huh. Well, technically 4 now. Man, I cannot believe it's 2025. Okay, so Matt and I were discussing this right before I started recording. I'm going to go ahead and just surf all the way back to Viridian City. Because I don't see any reason to just cut this short. Right, first off, we got a PP up. There, we got some surfer. Sorry, spinners. I don't think I'm gonna be fighting these guys like I did last time. Yeah, I don't really see any reason. Ooh, what's that? Surface. A Magikarp, okay. Speaking of which, that was one I was wanting to transfer a shiny Magikarp I got from Scarlet. But for some reason, it wouldn't let me do that. I have a feeling that it might be because of the whole terrestrialization thing? I doubt it, though.
I'm gonna jump in on this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said you caught it in Scarlet, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be upfront with you. There's only one way to transfer Pokemon into a Go. Sorry, into a Let's Go, and that's directly from Go.
Oh yeah.
If they go through home, they never make it back to this game.
Okay. All right. So here is Tangela, a new one that we've gone against. Or that we'll go against now. Okay. You know what, I'm just not gonna bother.
Okay. Even shiny Tangela looks like crap. Yeah. Looks more normal, but it still looks like crap.
Yeah. I honestly like, the evolution in Gen 4, but I feel like Tangrowth is a weird one. Man, seems like it's been a while since we've gone through Route 1. It actually has, wow.
We're on the road to Viridian City.
Speaking of which, here we are. Let me just make sure that our team is good. I will definitely need to heal. I have Freezy Frost, so we're good there. Because the gym, the specialty in this gym is ground. Okay. Also, how funny is it that our first ever shiny is an Abra?
And yet somehow my shiny luck still endures.
Yep. Matt recently got a shiny Abra from Go, and funny enough, he got it from a Wi-Fi and a Food Lion.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
He's right about one thing. I was using Wi-Fi off of Food Lion. I was in a barber shop getting a haircut. I was waiting behind a family, but the Pokemon I got was a shiny Absol with sunglasses.
Yep. All right. Here's Chase. Sorry, Trace. Huh? Why's the door locked? Open sesame. Huh. Guess that isn't gonna work. Man. Oh, hey, Chase. Sheesh. Say something if you're standing right there. I can't. I'm a protagonist.
In an RPG.
In a Pokemon game. Watching me act all embarrassingly like that. Embarrassing. Well, never mind that. So how many gym badges you got these days? 7? And it looks like we're even. All that's left now is the Viridian City Gym. Same for you, right? This place is never open. Guess we gotta tell someone that we haven't been able to go into the gym. Who should we talk to? Let's talk to the old man there. What, me? I don't know anything about a thing like that. Of course you wouldn't. Sorry about that. We'll think it over ourselves. So let's talk to Professor Oak then. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Let's go see if he knows anything. There's Blue. Oh, if it isn't Chase and Trace. You are looking a lot more grown up since the last time I saw you. We look literally the freaking same.
Seriously.
And this coming from the same man who doesn't remember the name of his own grandson. So that makes sense. And you have impeccable timing as usual. Let me introduce you. This is my grandson. What's his name now? Oh God, see, this is what I'm talking about. Gramps, no one ever laughs at that joke. Will you give it a break? Besides, I've already met. My own grandson, you're no fun. Yeah, sure, Gramps. More important than that, though. Chase, Trace, you two did awesome. Huh? Team Rocket. I never thought their boss would actually be holed up there at Silphco. The two of you managed to take him down. What do you mean by two? No, it wasn't me. Chase beat Giovanni all by himself. All I did was help out him. So what? You and your Pokemon did your best too, right, Trace? So I got a little something for you too. As a reward for your hard work. A keystone. Oh, isn't that a keystone? A stone that can trigger an evolution that transcends all other evolutions. Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution? What's that? If you have both a keystone and the right Mega Stone, you can make a Pokemon Mega Evolve in battle. Just one time per battle, though. Your Pokemon will get all powered up into battle hard for you. Mega Evolution is the proof of the strong bond between a Pokemon and its trainer. A brief poem, if I may. When two stones are held, two hearts become as one. A Mega Evolve. Oh, that's a bad haiku.
To be fair, in the anime, Professor Oak's known for bad poetry.
I did not know that, actually.
It was actually a part of the Diamond and Pearl series.
Oh, okay. The two of you should be able to use these as well. These are Mega Stones. You got Venusaurite, Charizardite, X and Y, and Blastoisinite. You're gonna take on the Pokemon League, aren't you? Give these a try when you do. So we finally have Mega Evolution. This is one of 5 games, I believe, because was that ever a part of Sun and Moon or no?
Let me think on this one.
X, Y, Mega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, this, and Pikachu.
Yeah, it actually was part of the Sun and Moon stuff.
Okay, so technically 10 games.
Cut that in half because I count
versions as one. Okay. All right. And then of course they were in both Super Mystery Dungeon and Mystery Dungeon DX.
Did you say you bought that at one point?
I did have it for a while. Yeah, it was okay. All Mystery Dungeon games are the same, but the differences are different. You know.
That's why the one I own is the one I still love to this day.
Yep. All right. So if you look in the Battle Pocket, there's a little orb there. That is where your Mega Stones are. So since we have only one Pokemon that can really Mega Evolve, that Venusaur, let's go ahead and get, well, we can't give it to him, we use it during the battle. This is different from the game because you actually had to equip it to your Pokemon to use it.
Now, I'm going to level on one thing about the Mega stuff that annoys me.
What's that?
I feel like there was a way they could have done it better, but they just never bothered to. They introduced Mega Evolution in the same generation they introduced Affection.
Yeah.
Why did they never think to use that?
I don't know.
Like, if you didn't have max affection with the Pokemon, it would disobey you while it was Mega Evolved.
That's true. Oh, if it isn't Eevee. You want to know what I'm doing? I'm picking flowers. I'm going to make a bouquet for someone very important. It's a secret. You won't tell anyone, right, Chase? Oh, that's right. The Viridian City Gym leader came back to the gym at last. That's what people were saying. Should head off to Viridian City. This is what Eevee's doing in the flowers. Huh, okay. Alright, let's head back to Viridian City then and go against the gym leader finally. So, I've said it 1,000 times. My first Pokemon game was Leaf Green. It honestly is still a fantastic, even after all these years.
Now, I'm the guy who got started early. I talked about this it's offline, but I got my start with Pokemon games through my step cousin.
Okay.
I didn't actually have a Game Boy until 6th or 7th grade, and I bought it up of an old buddy of mine for like $10 with a copy of Super Mario Bros. Deluxe.
Okay.
I loaned that game to my cousin, or step cousin, I should say, and he let me borrow his copy of Red.
Huh.
He lost my game.
Oh.
So I just said, fuck it, I'm keeping your game.
Okay.
I played the ever living hell at it for about 18 months.
Damn.
Which
year and a half. Wow.
It's hard to play Pokemon Red for 18 months.
Yeah, that's true.
I would trade that a year later to get my original copy of Crystal.
Your absolute favorite of all time.
Damn fucking straight, brother.
Alright, so here we are finally in the Viridian City Gym. Yo, champ in the making. Even I don't know who the Viridian City Gym leader is. But one thing's for certain. You're qualified to challenge a gym leader because you have 7 badges. This gym leader will be stronger than any other trainers you've faced. And I also hear that the trainers here are users of ground-type Pokemon. So that's why we have the Freezy Frost on it. Alright. That's a little kinky. It said you'll cower at this crack of my whip.
Hey, all depends what you're into, man.
Yep. Alright, so Nidorino. That'll be fun to use because of it being ground and poison. Or is it just poison?
I don't think it gains the ground type until it evolves into a Needle.
Okay, alright. Ugh.
Yeah, we thought you were done with that with Koga.
oh, thank God. If I have any PP ups, I might consider increasing it for it. I don't know if I will, though. Considering what's in the Victory Road.
Victory Road, yeah, I get that.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I do have to, so next time I'll just use that on the Nidorino. Alright, and that's a quad effective because it is both rock and ground, right? Yep.
Later on, when they would introduce its last evolutionary line and its special ability, believe it or not, that would have actually taken away a little bit of the power of special effect abilities.
Huh.
Rhyperior, which is the fully evolved form of the Rye line.
And honestly, is a badass looking one. I have a shiny alpha Rhyperior from Legends Arceus.
I'll happily keep my shiny alpha Rose Raid.
That was one thing that was really cool about Arceus, among a lot of other things, was I feel like alpha Pokemon was like a really neat idea.
It really was, actually.
Yeah. Like, say what people want about Arceus, about how it takes away some of the the fun aspects of the games. But whatever. It honestly is one of the best games they've made for the series.
I mean, they proved they're willing to change the formula with Generation 7.
Yes. Well, the change in that was that it wasn't a traditional gym anymore, right?
Yeah, they didn't have gyms at all. It was the trials.
Yeah, with the kahunas.
And they kept that going a little bit with Gen 8 when they didn't make the gyms straightforward.
Yep. And then they went and made it semi-traditional in Gen 9.
It's still a balancing act. But now the next thing we look forward to is Legends CA.
Yep. That's gonna be an interesting one.
Going back to Kalos.
Yep.
Gonna have myself time.
That was. And I really like Kalos. I've said it before, but I think that was a really fun generation. Because, yeah, it gave us Mega Evolution, but, like, the story on it was really interesting. And I've said it before on these videos, but I really wish we had more about Kalos War.
I agree.
And we will probably get a good amount of details, probably not all that we want to know, but I would love to see what's there. Man, good job, Eevee. Ooh, that's some fire type. Drop its attack and defense, good.
You know, what was it, superpower?
Yeah, superpower.
Superpower, I want to think, is the third strongest fighting type move in the game.
Really? What are the others?
I believe ahead of that is Focus Punch.
Okay.
And Focus Blast. Focus Blast is a very hard-hitting, special fighting attack, but with a low accuracy.
Which is honestly weird. You would never expect fighting to have anything kind of special.
But, as opposed to Focus Punch, which is very hard to pull off.
Okay, how so?
Focus Punch only works at the beginning of a turn, it sets itself up, but it only actually attacks if the Pokemon that is using it is not hit.
Oh, that is damn near impossible.
Exactly. Like if you charge up a Focus Punch at the start of the turn, and you take any attack whatsoever.
Oh wow,
using your fails.
Shit. Oh, thank you, Eevee. Well, that's interesting though about Focus Blast and Focus Punch, huh? I know it's gonna hit me with it again, but I'm gonna use a Magic Potion. So I got a haircut recently. What was kind of funny was when I went there, as the guy was showing me how I was looking, he was like, "Did you rob a bank recently?" I'm like, "What?" I honestly thought that was kind of funny. What the hell?
Yeah, Cross gets asked if he robs banks. I get asked if I'm dodging child support payments. and I tell them all the time, not that you need to know about. I'm kidding. I have no kids.
And I've never committed any major crimes.
You said major, but and there's probably a bunch of misdemeanors under this belt that I don't know about.
No. People that want to testify can't.
Hey, you laugh, but at least there are people left that can testify against you.
Yeah.
The only skeletons in my closet. Well, let's put it this way. They're skeletons for a reason. We're screwed, you guys. We're not screwed. Between the two of us, man, I'm afraid of conflict, and he's afraid of his own shadow half the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we basically went in a giant circle for no reason, but I'm gonna go back to the Pokemon Center.
Round and round he goes. When he'll get the badge, nobody knows.
Yeah. But as you can kind of tell about the gym, well, it's something that you can kind of piece together a little bit for those of you that are new to the series. Let's see. We're going against a bunch of gym trainers that have ground type Pokemon, and the main gimmick of this area is that there are what's the best way to say it? Moving floor panels.
Yeah, I was about to try to figure out what they used to call it on Dorkly.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too.
Because it was funnier when they said it.
Yeah, Dorkly was really good at the time. They really flourished when they did the Pokemon videos.
God, I still remember Pokemon Rusty version. That's when I knew I was fucked up in the head.
Yep. Okay, so no. I'm trying to remember where we need to go now. Okay. I think what I need to do is take that leftmost path, that left path from the beginning. Go up to that blue panel and then go to the other one. I haven't played this in so long, so... Alright, yeah. Because then I can go ahead and go here. Okay, we got 2 trainers. I'll only go against this one. Yeah, the one I really liked was, what was it? Team Rocket Grunts. Talking to real gang members.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Stealing all those Pikachus, seeing a shiny one, going, "Oh, this one's a different color. I'll go get rid of it." Shoots it with a freaking gun, going, "This is a gun. Did you know that most gangs use them?" And then they go on to this whole class about everything for that gangs do, and saying, "Yeah, we use sexy Pokemon like Gardevoir and Lopunny for prostitution." Yeah, that figures.
This Pokemon is a literal bomb.
Yeah, what was it, Electrode? Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one is if the if the trainer was actually smart.
That was a good series.
Yep.
We talked about that one from last episode on Cinnabar Island.
Yeah, talking about bringing back the father from a fossil. But like they had like a few different videos about that. One of them was a dude using a fucking electric Pokemon in a big body of water to just literally electrocute a bunch of them. Oh, here he is. Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket, is the 8th gym leader. Welcome to my hideout. It shall be so until I can restore Team Rocket to its former glory. But you have found me again. So be it. This time, I'm not holding back. Once more, then, we shall face Giovanni, the greatest trainer.
Then why are you a gym leader and not the champion?
Right? Okay, so, as we're getting into this, should be over by the
Yeah.
right armor. There is a small mini-series that Pokemon actually came out with. About, what do you say, like maybe 8 years ago, called Pokemon Generations.
I remember that. I don't think 8 years ago. I think it was more like 6 or 7.
But anyway, there was one that they did about the international police actually trying to intercept Giovanni.
Yeah, it showed them doing a raid on the Viridian City Gym.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Giovanni had already left by that time.
Yep, already beaten by the protagonist of
Red.
Yeah, Red. Okay, so first off, he's going against we're going against a Doug Trio. Hold on, let me pull that up. Okay. So we're going to use Bouncy Bubble. Probably best to do that because it'll damage us. But hey, it's basically a water leech, effective water leech seed. Okay.
Water Giga Drain, I think.
Oh, Water Giga Drain, that's a bit. Yeah, you're right.
Fun fact, in the anime, in no form of the anime is Giovanni ever shown using a Doug Trio. These Pokemon, and if I recall correctly throughout the anime, includes Persian, includes Mewtwo at one back in the day, but it also includes, if I remember correctly, a Rhydon, and maybe a Nidoking, but I don't remember him ever using a Doug Trio.
Sorry, I'm just talking about. Alright, next up is Nidoking. We're gonna keep that still. Alright, Viridian Gym. Okay. So we already went against his Doug Trio, which was level 49, had the moves Slash, Sucker Punch, and Earthquake. Right now, we're going against the Nidoking, which is level 49, has the moves Mega Horn, Earthquake, Poison Jab, and the Horn Drill. Yeah, the Bouncy Bubble is probably the best bet for this. Also, note that we are in the final gym leader, and we still haven't gone against anyone that has a full team. And we probably won't until the champion, honestly. Alright, Snorlax is level 36, sweet. And then next up is Rhydon, already going into its ace, and we haven't even gone against a third one yet. Alright, Rhydon is a level 50 with the moves Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Mega Horn. Again, with Bouncy Bubble, that will definitely knock it out, given that it's quad effective.
Later generation, I believe Rhydon would have had either an ability to mitigate the power of super effective moves, or it would have had Sturdy.
Sturdy. Probably my least favorite.
So many existences.
Yeah. And then finally, it's his Nidoking is level 49 with the move Super Fang, Earthquake, and Crunch. Yeah, we got this. This is use Super Fang. Alright, and with that, we are done with the final gym. Dang.
It's kind of messed up, but he didn't even use his Persian.
Nope. Alright, and as soon as we're done with this, we're going to talk about something that we alluded to all the way back in Silphco. Alright, so 3 bills, 9. That was a truly intense fight.
But of all the Pokemon he's used over the years, at least in the anime, none of what he's used, well, almost none of what he used has been on his team for this fight.
Huh. Yet again, I am defeated. As proof of your victory, here is your Earth badge. We have all 8 badges now. An Earth badge makes all Pokemon obey, regardless of how high their level is or who originally caught it. It is your proof of it is proof of your mastery as a gym trainer. With it, you can challenge the Pokemon League. This TM, a gift for a trainer who dares take on the challenge of the Pokemon League. TM41, Earthquake. Its powerful attack causes a massive tremor to deal damage to all opponents. And fun fact, when you're using it in a 2v2 match, it counts for every one of them.
To be fair, though, it's done that since Generation 3.
It has.
Now, granted, back in Generation 1, when you beat Giovanni, he gave you something a little bit more terrifying.
What's that?
He gave you the TM for Fissure.
Oh, man.
There are only, I want to say, 3 or 4 one-hit KO moves throughout the entire Pokemon series.
And I don't know the others.
Horn Drill.
Horn Drill, okay.
And Guillotine.
Okay. I made it a very long time ago. Back when I ran this gym. Or too long. I can't face my followers after being defeated like this. Team Rocket is... As of today, Team Rocket is finished. As for myself, I shall dedicate my life to Pokemon training again. Let us meet again someday. Farewell. Alright. So, we talked about this back in Silphco, but let's go into what happens with Team Rocket. So, Archer takes over Team Rocket after
2-year time skip.
Yeah, after a 2-year time skip. They initially, after we talked to Blue Oak together, congrats, kid. Boy, though, what a shock. Never thought a criminal would use a Pokemon gym as their hideout. That's it, I've decided. I'll look after the Viridian City Gym from now on. I don't really like to get tied down, so I've always said no when they ask about it, but finally ready. I'll be the gym leader for that.
This could be in a reference to Generation 2, actually.
Oh, yeah?
When you go back to Kanto to challenge the Cantonian gyms after you beat the Elite Four in Johto, Blue over here is the leader of the Viridian City Gym.
Okay, so this is a way to set up for it. Okay. Thanks. An awesome trainer like me around. I'm pretty sure the Kanto region will be safe from troublemakers like Team Rocket forever.
Well, he said Kanto.
Yeah, that's true. So then, Chase, time for you to take on Pokemon League. Let's keep going along Route 22 to the west of here. You won't miss it. The Elite Four are tough opponents, but don't you dare lose. Alright, so let's continue on with the story. So yeah, Archer takes over Team Rocket in Gold and Silver. They cause a lot of havoc in the Johto region, most infamously taking over the Goldenrod City radio tower. And their radio signal actually causes a shiny Gyarados to appear.
That is correct.
Yep. And the signal is basically for Giovanni to appear. But unfortunately, he doesn't.
Now, there's a little bit more nuance to this, actually.
Mhm.
The shiny Gyarados signal was a test broadcast in Mahogany City near the Lake of Rage.
Yes, it was.
They were testing out their radio signals there. They would later take their operations to Goldenrod City, so the attempt at having a stronger broadcast to reaching Giovanni.
Yep. And then in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, we saw the end. Well,
We see Giovanni, I believe he was in Tojo Falls.
Tojo Ruins, I believe. No, let me see. Okay.
Either way, there's a special event where you would find a Celebi. He would take you back in time to see right after Giovanni had left the gym.
But before we do that, let's go into one other thing. We go back in time to also see that he is also the father of Silver, your rival.
To be fair, as someone who played Leaf Green, you of all people know that was set up in that game.
Yes. And so you do go against Giovanni in his cave. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to pull it up. Special Celebi event. Here we go. You, your Celebi, and Lyra or Ethan, your rival in there, will appear in Route 22. Unsure of what's going on, you quickly overhear a conversation between your rival Silver and his father. His father is berating him for not wanting to take part in his plans for Team Rocket. They argue for a bit and part ways. His father heads west towards Johto and runs south, bumping into you and making a remark before a Shortly after this exchange happens, Celebi starts to glow and you travel through time again. 3 years later, you and Lyra or Ethan emerge in a cage in Johto. There is nothing in this cave except a man and a radio. The man is the same man whom Silver was arguing. On the radio, the broadcast Arthur and the other admins sent out, calling to Giovanni is played. Giovanni seems excited and goes to join them, but turns around and says, he challenges you, and his team is as follows: level 42 Nidoking, level 43 Honchkrow, level 46 Nidoqueen, and level 40 Kangaskhan.
Again, never uses Persian.
Never. After you defeat him, he will tell you that you remind him of the same kid who ended his plan 3 years early, and will quickly leave. After this, Celebi returns you back to Ilex Forest and back to your true time. So yeah, like, that is honestly one of the greatest things I've ever seen. The fact that you get a resolution to everything.
But as we've seen in the end of Team Rocket, as far as Kanto is concerned, I think that's where we should end things for now, Cross.
Yeah, I think so too. Alright, so we have finally beaten Giovanni, the final gym leader. And in the next episode, we will begin our ascent to the Pokemon League. Until then, this has been Chaos Cross with a special guest,
Old School Matt.
We'll see you guys then.
Peace.